I wonder if things are found in the liminal place, and for me, here, a liminal place is an undecided place, because I am not sure if I should write something today or not. I let my mind wander, I think of the country of Germany, and I think of voices of nations, the voice being some mystical and powerful internal structure for the good or destruction of humanity. Apparently, I have read somewhere, the angel or being guarding the nation of Germany has the appearance of a gigantic man, an old man, like a prophet, bald-headed, large white beard, with a staff in his hand, powerful and gentle. And when the good voice is suppressed or ignored, then a false voice must rise up for destruction or some other way. And I am not in the mood for the voice of the mythological Odin or Wotan, who is actual, and whose voice finds birth in some countries, and rises and falls. Was it Carl Jung or Nietzsche, I don't recall, who warned about the rise of Odin in Germany? But I think suppression of the voice of the man with the beard must lead to the voice and being of the mythological god, Pan, with his goat legs, and after Pan comes Odin, for violence. Now when one wants to suppress the true voice of a nation, one must give them the seed of guilt. The lecherous voice of the god Pan cannot mature without a collective guilt in the nation. And no one, nor nation, can tolerate the proximity of psychological guilt for too long before it finds remediation in breaking fences. The toxic feeling of guilt causes us, individually or as a nation, to break boundaries, reaching beyond things, crossing things outwardly and inwardly. It is a sort of false logic, if I don't have fences then I am free. The true and good voice inside us, and inside each nation, must exist in a kind of isolation of self, a guardedness, otherwise, it flows out into the streets as though from a wound in the side, pouring out and knowing it not. The good voice needs protection. Now the lecherous god Pan, whose goat legs represent the crossing of things, finds his room when the fences are broken, in the wound on the side, and invites for sexual freedom, which may be a sort of freedom, but really is the masochistic homelessness of the internal voice. It is not about sexuality at all. Pan sits in injury, the injury of guilt, the injury of masculinity and femininity. And the voice of Odin follows the voice of Pan. But the spirit or voice of Odin, which means for destruction, always ends in its own destruction. Righteousness calls back the true voice. O Germany, let someone praise you.